This video is really for parents so they can teach their children a simple song that they already know, Baby Shark, and that the parent and the child can have fun together doing it. So Baby Shark, as you probably heard your child sing a million times, goes like this. This key is called a D. It's in between the two black keys. Put your thumb on this because you'll be in a D position. So you go D, E, and then G. So you use your thumb, your first finger, or your pointer finger. In piano we call this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4. But you don't have to do finger numbers. Just think thumb, pointer, ring. Alright, so that's the first three notes. That's a D, E, G. Now once you get to this G, you go 3 Gs. Then I like to call this part 2 heartbeats. So a heartbeat would be bum bum. So you do 2 of those. Okay, so you go D, E, G, 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 heartbeat, heartbeat, D, E, G, 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 heartbeat, heartbeat, D, E, G, 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 heartbeat, heartbeat, and D, E. This key is called F sharp. So instead of playing this white key F, you go up here to this F sharp, the first of the 3 black keys. Alright, and you don't have to do that exact fingering. If the child just wants to use one finger, you know, it's okay. It doesn't work as well though, as you can tell, because then you have to do this. So it's better to have a position. That's why as a pianist, you really want to have a position. That way each finger does what we call, gets its own key. I like to say that each finger has its own home, and that way each finger gets its own key to work with. But, you know, you got to start somewhere. So that would be what your child plays, what we would call the melody of the song. And you would play what's called chords. So you don't have to use your left hand. You can use your right hand. You would be sitting to the left of the student. The student would be sitting on the right. And it starts out with a G chord. So you really want to do it down here. That way you're not in the way of each other. And you just put your pinky on this note. This is called a G. Then you put your pinky on a C note. Then you put your pinky on an E note. Then you put your pinky on a D. And just practice that first. So G, C, E, D. That's called a chord progression. Or in this case, it's just a bass line, but we're about to create a chord progression out of it. So you memorize that combination of chords, or in this case, just notes. Then you're gonna put your pinky on the first note again, but put all your fingers on the rest of the keys, the white keys, and you're gonna play a key, skip a key, play a key, skip a key. That's how you create a chord. Okay? So since your pinky was on a G in this case, this is a G chord. Since your pinky's on a C in this case, you do the same thing. Play a key, skip a key, play a key, skip a key. That's your C chord. Then you go to your E, your next bass note, you do the same thing. Play a key, skip a key, play a key, skip a key. Then you go to a D. Now the only thing here is that this one is a little tricky. You gotta move it up to the F sharp, just like you had in the melody. Okay, you're gonna have an F sharp in the chord as well. So D, F sharp, A. And you can just memorize what it looks like if you want. So here are your chords. This is called a G chord because this is a G. C chord, C. This is called E minor. And then this is a D chord. So the parent would play the chords while the child plays the melody.